Good evening, friends. Welcome to my channel, Trading Nifty in Setup and Rules. Friends, I always follow setup. I prepare the setup one day earlier and then I trade the next day according to my setup. If the trade is not as per setup, I will not trade. So, friends, what happened on Friday? The market opened here, which is 17,819. It was not as per my setup. So I waited. Did I take this movement? No, because again, it is not a per setup. Then from 950, the market went into a particular band. And at 1 o'clock, the market broke this band. And the moment it broke this band, I took a put and followed this way up to here and exited at this particular candle because I followed my three principal candle, which is there in my learning video, how to exit, and please go through that. So after doing this, and as I always say that I'm going to show my PNL to you. And friends, why do I show my PNL? Because that brings a responsibility within myself that tomorrow morning or today night, I will have to answer to many people. And more than that, I'll have to answer to my Guruji with respect to how I have traded. So here is my PNL. I made 2.6 lakhs on put and I took only one trade. That's it. So friends, trade as per setup and trade as per rules. Now, so bygones are bygones. Let's now look what can happen going forward. Friends, for that, I want to take you to one-day chart. Now on a one-day chart, if you see, there is a two red candle formed. And a similar pattern that I see is going here. You see this pattern? So this pattern was on the 18th of Jan where it took the high and from there it reversed. And I'm expecting a similar pattern to follow. And for that, what I have done is that I have drawn out the complete of the complete FII, Pro and DII data and retailers data on similar time frames, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, and so on and so forth. So friends, if you see, the candle size which formed at the peak was 265 on the 18th of Jan. The candle size which formed on the peak is 235 on the 15th of September. And 15th of September is this candle. Okay. So what? And then the next day, peak plus 1, peak plus 2, peak plus 3, peak plus 2, and then the reversal. So peak plus peak, peak plus 1, peak plus 2, peak plus 3, peak plus 4, and then the reversal. So it formed a red full body on the peak, red full body peak plus 1, red with the lower wick on peak plus 2, and then a red with a doji on peak plus 3, and then again a red with the full body on peak plus 4, and then a reversal on the on after that. Now friends, we have formed two full body. That is two full body. If you see, here is one full body and one is one full body here. And on the peak a 265 and I have on the peak 235. The next day peak was at 245 candle, which was lower side. And this is 332. The peak high to low, from high to low was 466, high to low here. Then 702, 865, 1354, 1353, and then 1513. So as of now, from the peak to low, we're at 600, which is close to around in between these two. Now, and what is the candle? What is the opening type? Flat, 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 gap down, flat, gap down. So I have two flats now. In addition to that, what I did is that I have plotted the data for retailers. Now, if you say retailers are completely bullish, So they were also completely bullish on the 19th of Jan, on the 20th of Jan, which is the peak plus 2 and peak plus 2. I'll focus on peak plus 2. Peak plus 2, they're completely bullish, and they were completely bullish here also at peak plus 2. Peak plus 2 means peak plus 2 days. Now, if you see FIIs, they were index future bearish, index call long, index pull put. They were put long, which means that they were bearish, and stock future long. But here, if you see, friends, they are index future short, index call long. And this index call long is because they have a short in the future. It doesn't make sense, but they have index call long. The put, if you see FI 2,72,000 on peak plus 2, and they're at 262 on peak plus 2. Stock future, they were long, but they are short here. Now, friends, let's look into the pros who actually majorly drive the market. The index future, they were short 4457, they are short 2495. On the call, they were short on the call. They had written calls on peak plus 2, 350, 3,15,000, and they are at 229. Index put, they were short, but here they have gone put long. And on the stock future, they are more or less the same. So the data of today and DIIs, friends, all of us ignore DIIs, but they are very smart. See how smart they are. They were short then, they are short here, and they are short in the future. So if you see the data, now I've consolidated this data into a net position in index. So net position in index on the peak plus 2 on the previous high to low, which has happened on the 19-20 January, the peak plus 2, the retailers were long 5.48 lakhs. Now they are long 5.55 lakhs, almost the same. FIs were short net 1.15, they are short 2.10 lakhs, which is again a good scenario. Pros, they were short 3.12, now they are at 2.46, and DIs. Now, if you see index future, retailers were as usual long, pros have gone short. FIs have gone short, pros have maintained their longs, and DIs are completed. So, what does the data show? And why have I done this data? This is only to understand that what should be my trading strategy tomorrow. Whether shall I look for longs, whether shall I look for flat, sideways, or whether shall I look for short. Friends, based on this data and a comparison with what happened on the 19th of Jan, I would be on the short side tomorrow because the data suggests so. Okay. So when I'm on the short side, now let's go back to my chart. When I'm the short side, I will always look for resistance points, and at resistance points, I will try to make a short. So wherever the market opens, keep these points drawn. 17,820, 17,716, 17,675, 17,645, and 17,619. And in addition to this particular line, trend line, my friend Shivang has shown me the trend line, and I'm showing you this again. So friends, wherever the market opens, let's assume the market opens here. Will you go long? I shall not go long. I shall look for it to take a resistance from here. And near around this point, I shall take a put with a 10-point SL. Let my SL get hit. I will again wait. I will see if it is taking resistance from 76.45. If it is taking resistance from 645, 7645, I will again take a put with a 10-point SL. SL is hit, I will see if it is hitting 17675. If it is, now friends, remember one thing. So tomorrow what I shall do is I shall take 3 SL. It's against my principle, but I'll take 3 SL. And each SL will be a maximum of 10 points. And I'm 100% sure, and I'm 100% sure that if my first SL is hit, thank you so much, market, you are supreme, you are the king, you are the queen of London. I respect you, I will give you the SL. My second SL is hit, market, you are supreme, you are the Prime Minister of India, you are great, take my SL, I will give market my SL. But if 2 SL is hit and I take a third trade with a 10-point SL, there is a 80% to probability that if your setup is right, then you shall earn a substantial quantum. But if the third SL is hit, that means the market has a different view than your setup. In that case, I shall just close my trade and go and eat some golgappes or some dahi bhalles, or I'll go to a McDonald's or a Starbucks and have a coffee. Maybe I'll call up my girlfriend. My wife may say that, no, you don't do that, but I'll call up my girlfriend and have a chit chat with her. So if my third SL is hit, I'll close the market. But there is 80% probability that your third SL will not be hit, and then I shall sit for at least 100 points. So friends, to conclude, my setup is tomorrow I shall not take a call. At every resistance point mentioned here, I shall try a 10-point SL. With a 10-point SL, I shall take a put, and if my SL is not hit, then I'll wait for at least 100, 150, or even 120 points. Now, friends, one more thing. At any point of time, if 17512 is broken on a 5-minute candle, I shall double my quantity, or I shall triple my quantity of the put and then wait. That's from my side, friends. Friends, as I said, I focused on SL. My trade setup is based on pure data, which shows a clear negative scenario. And if I'm wrong, I'll give my market 30 points, but I shall not take a call tomorrow. Thank you so much, friends. If you like my channel, please like, share, and also subscribe. Friends, I have given you the Excel sheet in which you can download the FII and the Pro data at your fingertips. Please do that. It is free of cost. And there are many people who charge you a couple of lakhs or huge amount for such data. But here I'm giving it to you free of cost. Okay. Thank you so much. Cheers. Sayonara. Bye-bye. And have a very, very good night.